if you don't like a nigga, fuck it. Fuck being broke, nigga. My father raised a hustler. Don't take no shit, I think I got that from my mother. Hard work pays off, I swear I learned that from my brothers. Straight up the struggle, had to grind so I could get it. Ain't finished school, but that ain't really make a difference. Shout out the ones that said I couldn't, bitch, I did it. I put in work, no, I'm known all around my city. They fucking with me cause I'm real nigga 100. Don't got no time for bullshit, so I stay blind. That nigga talk too much, you know that nigga frontin'. Niggas be shaky, bitches always up to something. Don't care about nothing but my family, money, loyalty. So fuck with them and get stitched up, nigga, embroidery. Turn up king, nigga, you fuck around with royalty. I told you, ain't gon' say it again, so stop ignoring me. I'm coming, bitch, that's why they hating on me. I'm just wondering. Just fuck they go through darkness, nigga, you think it was thundering. Don't understand what these niggas saying, like they mumbling. These bitches think they the shit till I humble them. Straight out the gate, man, fuck these rappers out here thinking they the shit. You eat a dick, you ain't official, boy, ain't shit about you legit. I got dope dick for these bitches, tell your hoe come get a fit. I'm the reason she ain't loyal, fuck your love, I'll ruin it. I fuck my grannies back to back, shit had me going crazy. Can't keep my cool, so watch me dope up off that medication. To the sky when I feel down, cause they my motivation. And my granddaddy too, man, I do this for you. Free crack and free little man, I miss my fucking home. And cows too, we had our beef, but I still love you, mostly. I'm about my money, so fuck shit, I don't got time for it. Refusing for the sucking shit, got too much pride for it. You see me shining cause I grind for it. For real. And fuck the deal, long as my family got a meal. Man, my heart's so fucking cold. Trust my chest and give you chill. You can do the shit I do cause I ain't about that life for real. All day the same shit. But me, I'ma stay focused on boss shit cause that's what I am. Y'all niggas know this. You say you putting on for the city, well I ain't noticed. You say I ain't putting on for my city, you niggas both.
What's good? So I'm not gonna be keeping y'all long. Hey Lakers and Philly Queen. How you doing today? As y'all can see, you know, a lot of people be wanting me to talk about, you know, certain things that I feel like don't got shit to do with nobody, whatever. But I feel like maybe I should talk to y'all about how the fuck I got here. How about that? Let's talk about that. Have you ever been catfished before? Have you ever been catfished before? Have you ever been stalked? And it's like you can't be nice to every fucking body. Everybody don't deserve a nice motherfucker. Hold up. Everybody don't deserve that shit. Let me see what the comments say. Hey, Room Shaker. Hold up. I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I'm feeling cool, better, or whatever. You know, I just thought that maybe I should come on here and, I guess, give an explanation for myself. I know a lot of people think I'm a little bit off or slow because of the shit that I've put myself into. Like, I'm not about to sit and play victim or whatever. I know what I did. I knew what I was doing when I did it. What I didn't know was the real intentions and characteristics of the people at this point. Is probably two on the board who act like they got coochies. So, you know what bitches do. we catch an attitude about some shit because shit don't go our way, and then we want to get to saying certain shit and telling certain stories, whatever. Yeah, I wasn't expecting for these men to be so bitch made, and I fucked up. So basically, what right now is for real, it's just a little conversation about the dangers of the fucking internet. Hey, KOK. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I could have never imagined this was ever going to happen, because that'd be bullshit. That'd be a lie. I just wish that it wouldn't have, because there's a lot of shit that's going on that I would have never foreseen. I probably thought about it, but I ain't never think for 1 second that a motherfucker was going to disrespect me, catch an attitude about how I disrespect them back, and then start posting my fucking business all over. But they have yet to fucking show y'all who the fuck they are. Y'all been sitting on this app with this motherfucker or these motherfuckers for years, and y'all really don't know them for real. That's why every time you turn around, you surprised at the new shit. Excuse me. You surprised at the new shit, the different shit that they do. I mean, it's not like y'all care, because y'all let the motherfuckers do whatever anyway. But I'm just saying, this is just my little... I guess I just felt this. So I got a couple little story times or whatever. I just want to sit and play them right quick and then give my... how I feel about the shit or whatever. And how I'm just grateful that I ain't falling too deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually glad that I ain't never meet none of you motherfuckers, because I feel like my life would have been in danger for real, for real. That's how motherfuckers make me feel. The length, what is it, the extent of shit that people are deciding to do, and make me feel like the right thing for me to do was to cut that shit short. Yeah, all this extra shit going on, but that shit could have happened anytime. And I kind of prefer for it to happen now, when I don't got to worry about what I didn't have to worry about trying to escape or get away from, or you know what I'm saying, put some type of distance or move out of state. Like, yeah, so this is the dangers of the internet. Hold on, y'all. I mean, anything that you want to know about that shit, just drop it in the motherfucking chat, not try to respond to it. But I ain't talking about none of the shit that he be saying on his mouth on his fucking channel. I'm talking about how the fuck did I end up here? What's the first one I want y'all to hear? How about this one?
As a bit of backstory, I was working at a small chain motel in the Midwest as a night auditor.
Hey, Vic.
So my hours were normally
Hold
11
up.
p.m. to
That's
8
not the
a.m.
one. That's not the one. It's this one. Sorry.
I haven't had a lot of creepy things happen to me. Reading a few stories here reminds me of this event that happened just over a month ago. I sometimes receive random Facebook requests, and my general rule is to never accept a request from a stranger. Anyway, this random guy sends me a request, and I already know we have never met. But curiosity got the better of me, and I decide to skim over his profile. No big deal. As I'm scrolling down his main feed, I see my name pop up in a seemingly normal status. In that moment, I was quite taken aback. It was my full name, and although it's rather average, I know no one with it. Creepy, yes, but maybe it is just a coincidence, so I continue. Eventually, I come across another status describing how he'd like to be with a girl with my exact features, which include eyes, hair color, and skin color. Next, I find a fabricated text message conversation that made it look like I was involved with this guy. I also found a few statuses about romantic activities we shared that never actually happened. Of course, I nope the fuck out of there, but not before taking a few screenshots and blocking them. This person does live a few states over from me in another large city, but I keep my social profiles to private, so hopefully he doesn't contact me again. I realize now that I probably should have also reported the guy, but I honestly didn't want to provoke any kind of responses from him whatsoever. A little background.
Okay. That's the creepy shit that happened on the internet right there. You said, what's good with DJ? I rock with Sign. I rock with Sign, so not right about bro. Type that over for me. I'm gonna try to answer that to the best of, what the fuck I think I'm trying to read. And I hope that everybody like really pays me attention the way I move around or whatever. I might ask somebody not to talk to me behind this situation, but I'm never gonna ask nobody to pick. If you get what I'm saying. Like I'm not, and it's not so much of me wanting y'all to pick a side. It's more of me seeing y'all in certain chats and the way that y'all interact with the situation that's going on. And it's crazy that I even have to say that because y'all been going through this forever at this point. Everybody. But these motherfuckers on here be wanting y'all to pick sides and shit like that. I just feel like don't entertain certain shit. What's up with him? I honestly, he want to keep trying to use his mother as an excuse. And at the end of the day, that shit not sliding. You disrespected me. He wanted to call me all type of bitches. Now, I let him slide with the shrimp sucking shit, so that's not a thing. I couldn't be mad at that. But once you start calling me all type of bitches and talking down on me on panels, then we got a fucking problem. And now I feel disrespected, so I'm gonna be disrespectful. He is a stalker. This is not his first time, and he doesn't only stalk females. This man is a fucking stalker. So, and honestly, I wish I would have never had. But this is not, it's not, yeah, his face is up here. All of this stuff that I'm feeling, this stuff that I want to listen to, stuff that I want y'all to listen to, stuff that I want to speak on is not about him. It came because of him. But I accidentally played the wrong video. Hold on. So this is the original first video. I forgot that I uploaded or whatever. And we just gonna get into it. Let's you know, I did kind of say you can ask questions. I don't know what's up with Joe. The motherfucker want to blame his mom for him doing all this other shit, but I troll the motherfucker with the shit that's already on the app. He got to go above and beyond thinking that he hurting my feelings, but he only making himself look goofy and lame as fuck. And I just wish that, when he was already doing the shit, because he been doxing motherfuckers, posting people, kids, all of the shit that everybody cry and complain about DJ been doing. So, no, I'm not outraged because it's my turn. I never knew about the other times that he did it. I had to find out about all of the extracurricular shit that he was doing once he started trying to do it to me. No, it was never a mess around. We used to talk on the phone. We can never mess around in two different states. I never went to see him. He never came to see me. It was just solely phone conversation and a couple pictures. That's it. And I guess you could say a video since it's posted on his fucking Instagram. He caught an attitude first because me speaking to people that he felt like he didn't like. And I put some names on there. So Wolf was the first person. I spoke to him in the Maury chat. That's it. It wasn't no whole conversation. It wasn't no, oh damn, da 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 da. Let me, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fuck. It was just a hi. What's up, Wolf? What's up, T? That was it. Maybe. I told you I ain't want to walk in this snow. This snow crazy. But maybe. If a motherfucker hit the cash app though, hell yeah, I go out there for that. But if I gotta spend my own money then maybe. If that makes sense. But I really ain't I just almost bust my ass going to the store. So I don't know. It's crazy. But what happened, so like I said, Wolf was the first one. And Roast was the second. Whereas he wanted to act all wild behind Roast or whatever. And I'm just like, dog, like you don't own me. So I'm like, you don't own me. I can talk to whoever I want to. Hey Ryan FL. And he just like, oh, I don't like this person, I don't like the person. But it don't got shit to do with me. I had to tell a nigga like, you sit on plenty of panels with people that done talked about me, talked down on me, all of that shit. So we not about to make this like we in a fucking relationship where I'm about to start cutting people the fuck off behind you. And like he told everybody, at the time the conversation was free. That, so that should tell you that I have no fucking reason to go out my way to cut people off because this is free conversation. This ain't nothing but conversation. We not in a relationship. We not fucking none of that shit. So like I said, like when it came to Roast, the motherfucker just wanted to act out his body type shit. So what you say to him to make him feel the way he do? You must have said something. I mean, it was just regular agreeing with a motherfucker. If a motherfucker say, oh, I'm trying to do XYZ in the future, I'm agreeing with it for conversation purposes. That's all that it was. I'm like, for me, yeah, I get like real mixed up with my emotions when it comes to somebody that I really like. Learning what's good, but I never got to the point where if a motherfucker don't like me a certain way or if a motherfucker not doing what I want them to, that I'm going to start harassing other motherfuckers. So, like I said, he tried to check me about Rose. Then I got into it. No, hold on. No, it was Wolf. Then I got into it with Erica Kelly. Then he tried to cuss me out behind Rose. And after getting into it with Erica Kelly, I was just sick of like I'm over it. Like, bitch, you don't pay a bill. You don't help me afford shit. And you like you first of all he cried about a little $20, but he want me to stop talking to people and all this other retarded ass shit. So did you tell him that? How you not feeling? What he doing behind the scenes? We got into arguments about it. Like anything, the stuff about him trying to check me, all that shit was behind the scenes. None of that shit hit the fucking board until the nigga wanted to start hitting everybody link where he knew I was at. He seen me in the chat. He wanted to hit the link and talk about this shrimp sucker cheating on me for Rose. This shrimp sucker cheating on me for Rose. This shrimp sucker Who, bitch? Because for one, I don't suck shrimp, and for two, you wasn't in a relationship with me. We wasn't in a relationship together. So it's like out of all the people to pick, you pick somebody in a relationship. I'm not even about to let that slide. I'm not about to let you keep going around doing that shit, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be the blame or the cause for messing up nobody's home. That was my whole like irritation. I'm like, yo, you doing too much. Stop going around making this shit like it's a situation like me and that nigga had relations or whatever. We have not. But he wanted to keep hitting panels, and at first I'm trying to joke it off, hop up on the panel like, all right, DJ, like, go ahead, stop saying it, let it go. Shrimp sucking bitch, da 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 da. And I'm like, after a while of, all right, watch your mouth, stop calling me out my name, he wanna do some shit on his page. So I hit the link and I'm trying to get him to like chill out. Like, he getting real disrespectful, and then he drops me type shit. So after that, I'm like, I'm done. Like, I done asked you multiple times not to disrespect me. I'm done with it. At this point, your next motherfucking thing, the next disrespectful thing you say, or the next thing I feel like you pissing me off about, now I'm about to hit below the belt. So I can't remember who I was trolling, but I was trolling somebody. And he like, yeah, that's that shrimp sucking bitch royalty trolling. Rose, what's up, big Rose? And that shit pissed me off. And I kind of just like slipped up and I said, no, that's not royal. I was like, no, this your dead ass mama. And that made him so fucking mad. But I'm sorry for laughing, because I don't want y'all to think that I think that the shit is cool, but at the same time, like, yeah, like, I'm a mother too. So I don't want to hear that. Stop talking about his mother. I'm somebody's mom. I'm a mom too. So I don't really give a fuck about that crybaby shit. So that's really where it started. Him trying to tell everybody what my troll page was, because he was mad about me making lies about his disrespect, and me saying, no, this your dead ass mama. That's where it all got started at. So I'm gonna play this video right quick and we can get back into it.
This happened to me when I was around 24 years old in the summer of 2017. My boyfriend and I had just moved to a town with about 10,000 people in South Texas. It was a very old town that made you feel like you've traveled back to the 1800s, giving you those outdated antique type of vibes. That being said, the people were nice and it had great views and was relatively quiet for the most part. My boyfriend was in the military and was currently being deployed to Iraq at the time, so I lived alone for about 6 months. One night, I had went to a local bar for a drink as I was having a stressful night from paying off my student loans. It was around 11 p.m. and there were only about 5 other people in the bar, including me. So there I was, minding my business, when out of nowhere, some guy in a raincoat I've never seen before comes up to me and offers to buy me a drink.
Don't go nowhere. I got a response to that.
I thank him, but tell him that it wasn't necessary and that I was fine. However, no matter how many times I said no, he insisted to the point where I had to agree in the end.
Over his mom, so let him be mad.
He paid for my drink and that was that. As I was getting ready to leave, he then, for whatever reason, asked for my Instagram. I hardly used it, but what the heck. I gladly gave it to him and told him to have a nice night and drove away. Now, I won't bother you with any more details, so I'll just get straight to the point. That night, when I got home, I fed my cat and proceeded to throw myself onto my bed ready to fall asleep. It was about 1:30 in the morning, and I was well asleep at this point when I woke up to hear my phone ding. Of course, I'm still rubbing my eyes while yawning and saw that I received a notification from Instagram. Upon seeing it, I saw that it was the same guy from the bar. He had sent me a photo of himself on what appeared to be his couch while showing me his wallet. Okay, weird, but I thought nothing of it and pretended it was funny by typing LOL. I then told him that I was sleeping and that we could possibly chat in the morning. This didn't seem to faze him, as he insisted we talk now and that he would be busy tomorrow at work. I told him that I was too tired and to just wait till the morning when I'd be free. He then started to ask me questions I wasn't comfortable answering. Asking where I was from, my age, if I had a boyfriend, and even talked about how much I weighed. I obviously didn't respond to any of it and shut my phone off for the night and went back to bed. When I woke up, I was bombarded with at least 20 plus messages from Instagram, all from the same person. They were all just insane DMs that range anywhere between "Hi, how are you?" to "You'll sure as hell regret this." Some of the messages were very dark and disturbing, along with other threats and profanity. However, out of all the messages, there was one that really freaked me the hell out. The very last message was a photo of something that looked all too familiar to me. It was a picture taken from inside of my bedroom, and in that picture was me sleeping. I nearly almost had a heart attack right then and there, realizing that this guy had been inside of my damn house. I have no idea as to how he managed to find out where I lived or how he got inside, as I always keep my doors locked. I called the county sheriff, but before they arrived, the account was already taken down. All I could provide them with were screenshots of the conversation that were basically useless. I moved out of that town 2 weeks later to a few states over, as I couldn't live with.
Okay. Now you said that comes from getting too comfortable and familiar with people that you have no knowledge of. Let me explain this comment. It's crazy that you said this because I actually made this point in my head before I started this live. There is no excuse. I don't give a fuck about nothing. There is no excuse for trying to expose somebody's private business online, in person, or none of that shit. It ain't no excuse to it. I don't give a fuck what was said. If a motherfucker ain't doing that shit to you, you don't get no pass. Not around me, you don't. So, my question for real is, no, not even a question. I don't have a question. My statement is, the only issue with this is the motherfucker thought that he was gonna get something that he wasn't gonna get. It's millions of motherfucking people online every single day. I keep burping, I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to make it loud, so I'm trying to like do it as silent as possible. But it's millions of motherfuckers, bitches, men, women, fucking, well, they the only two genders. Well, they not, but you know what the fuck I'm saying. But it's many people out here paying for OnlyFans and not fucking screen recording porn hubs and websites and stuff, watching strangers, complete strangers that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got websites where female webcam sites where females can get on there and like talk to motherfuckers and socialize with them while they're playing with themselves on webcam. You know what I'm saying? The dang, like, it doesn't make it understandable when it's a motherfucker that you interact with, because the motherfuckers that you don't interact with, that's still paying for private parties and shit like that, they're not, you don't see them sitting around trying to dox somebody because they can't get to them. Oh, this bitch, she want to stay my webcam model. She don't want my personal information, so I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna take this bitch face and do a facial recognition of it, and then I'm gonna air all her fucking business out. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. For me, that don't add up, because I don't do that. Y'all can only imagine how many motherfuckers still ask me if I'm recording them. And I'm like, I really should, because of all of the fucked up shit that been going on with me and these niggas on YouTube, but I don't. I don't have that type of bone in my body. Like, I'm not that type of person. So it's like, it's not in me to try to record somebody for malicious intent. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be, I don't plan to be. I'm not mad. I mean, I am irritated. Like, I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I'm irritated that it's went to the lengths that it's went to, because it's like, I'm not hiding who the fuck I am on here. Every time I'm live, y'all don't hear my fucking kids to begin with. Like, I don't cam up for a reason. And it's not about what I have or what I don't. I don't cam up because of motherfuckers like this nigga who give a fuck about what you got, what it look like, so a motherfucker know how to tell the next motherfucker, oh yeah, because they got this type of car, they live in this type of house, and this what you looking for. Bitch, I'm not dumb. I might have been born in the afternoon, but bitch, it wasn't today afternoon or yesterday afternoon. There's a lot of shit that people do on here that I don't. I just fucked up and trusting the wrong fucking people. You can't say it's about not knowing, because I have met, these is not the only fucking people that I done this like type of shit with. So it's like, they haven't exposed me. They haven't tried to expose my business on fucking Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, all this other shit. It's not no, for me, it's not no reason. I'm sorry. What made me I get like that sometimes, where I just be wanting to do like certain things or whatever. And I was thinking, like, I might have been drunk, honestly. I might have just been too turned up. Like I told you, I don't have no excuse. Like, I don't have no, oh, I don't know why I did it. I did it. I'm grown. It's not really a why or what. We was talking. The conversation was okay. And shit. A bitch was feeling freaky. I'm not 18. I'm not 16. I'm not 15. I'm 14. I'm fucking over the age of fucking 21. Like, I did it because I chose to do it. That's the only answer I could give you. But that is not about none of that shit. Because I can find a motherfucker. I could go down the street, bump into a real nigga, not right now, but tomorrow, and fall into the same type of shit with that nigga. He ain't gonna try to dox my motherfucking information for the sakes of Baltimore streets. He not gonna fucking stalk me to try to make me feel some type of way. Like, every man ain't like that. So it doesn't You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what I chose to do when I was interacting with this man, it does not give valid point to, oh, well, that's why. No, that's not why. The shit is going on because that's a bitch ass nigga. It's that simple. It's not no cut cards to it, no if, ands, or buts about it. And I just wish that the way I'm about to step on this nigga neck in this motherfucking sector with this type of shit, I wish every fucking body else would have. Because at the end of the day, this ain't no shit that you just overlook and laugh off. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I definitely learned my lesson. A lesson that I should have fucking learned. But shit, my mother, I have a hard time learning lessons, I guess I might say. Because that's what I said. I said I didn't. You talk about how I know. I wouldn't know. Just like I didn't know about this motherfucker, and I had to find out that the bitch was fake. But what I'm saying is, if I was to bump into a motherfucker from Baltimore, from here, from where I'm from, I can almost guarantee you that if a motherfucker don't get their way, they not about to do this dumb, goofy ass, lame ass shit. No, I wouldn't know if he real. But I'm saying that he real because that's the type of person that I would be bumping into in my story. Because it's my goddamn story. Why y'all always want to pick through shit? I said the nigga was real, so the nigga is real. And I know that the real nigga ain't going to do no dumbass shit like that. I don't even know why I just thought about your fucking question. Because it's my story. That's why. That's how I know the nigga real. Because I just made the story up. But this was definitely not for him. He got to live up on the board. I know who you talking about. I just said I know he real because it's my story and I made it up. That's why. It ain't no other questions, explanation for that shit. It's my story. Yeah, he already got his life, so this wasn't about him. This was just my little dangers that can happen on the fucking internet live. Because there's a lot of shit that can happen on the internet. And it's not just a motherfucker trying to expose your personal business. Like, real shit happen. Outside of somebody hiding behind the fucking screen. Oh no, I know it's no smoke. Yeah, we all trust the wrong people. I just I just wish I'd have known. I wish I'd have paid more attention. Cause it really falls on me for not paying enough attention to people or paying enough attention to what the hell be going on or what the hell has been going on. Oh yeah. Don't it look like it? No, that's not his dad. That's the man that yeah, that's the man that did that. But don't they look alike though? Where his I would ask you where his barbershop is at, but I don't want you to post none of that shit. I need a good barber up here. Cause I got two boys, so yeah, I know, right? And I think that's really why he be extra mad. Cause I be saying that shit out loud. I don't really give a fuck. Cause I mean, if that was the case, I'd be fucking miserable too. Not gonna lie. If I knew some type of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, bitch, I'm not letting you live. Like, you gotta go under the dirt, under the ground. Like, I would still be petitioning till this day that nigga get the chair. But instead the motherfucker online doxing me. What the fuck is we doing? Alright, how long we been on here? Alright. Because I wasn't coming on here for a long time. But I do just want people to understand, like, I know it's a lot of y'all who already jumped out there doing what y'all wanted to do with y'all pictures and stuff like that. Let's stop. I don't like. I want everybody to stop because this shit could be dangerous, and it's like thoughts that I wasn't thinking about when I was doing the shit. Because I was floating around. I was wherever the fuck I wanted to be because I could do that. So I wasn't thinking about, oh, a motherfucker gonna show somebody, they gonna see me. Da, da, da. It's just a lot of shit that ain't crossed my mind that's crossing my mind now. And it's just like, this nigga saying addresses on panels, don't even know what the fuck he talking about. He saying names. Motherfucker talk about, oh, I wonder if Martha likes shrimp. Martha's not even my fucking mother, you dumb ass bitch. And that's why you don't get no rise out of me. Because you run around this bitch with my fucking information and information wrong. You don't know what the fuck you're saying. And you think that you gonna make a motherfucker feel some type of way. The least you can do is get the fucking story right, bitch. That's the least you can do. Since you putting all this energy into doxing my motherfucking information, get the fucking story together first before you come on this bitch making yourself look like a damn goofy over and over again. Cause at the end of the day, everybody just wanna know, well damn, did you fuck her? Like, what the fuck? If you ain't getting no pussy, y'all ain't had no fucking relationship. You doing all of this shit behind phone conversation, dog. You're weird. Big dog. Hey Cam. Yo, sidebar right quick. I'm mad at Cam because Cam know that he was listening to that little dirty man up on that live. When he claimed he had us on pause, he told us to hold on or whatever. But he gonna bring Mr. West ugly ass up there to run his motherfucking mouth. Psych Cam, psych Cam. But nah, let me clarify this shit. I don't sell shit. I don't sell information. I'm glad you came in here, Cam, because I just thought about that shit. I don't sell information. You cannot pay me for nobody's information. You have to figure that shit out on your motherfucking own. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the one motherfucker that might fuck around and get his motherfucking information brought from me is probably DJ. And I'm saying that shit out loud. I don't give no fucks. That'll probably be the only person information I ever sell is DJ's. Because he deserved that shit. I know you don't know shit about me and Wes. I'm just saying. You see that the bitch ain't try to hit the link beforehand. And as soon as I get up there, then the bitch want to hit the fucking link and come up there and talk to me. I'm not mad at you. Okay, let me clarify this because a lot of people do that where they be mad and fuck Cam. No, I'm not mad. I'm joking. I'm not mad though. But what I'm saying is, this nigga West lying on my motherfucking name. He gonna tell Cam, watch out for me. Bitch, how you gonna come and tell him to watch out for me, bitch, and you not even watching out for yourself? This nigga run around change like I don't even understand how he do it. He gotta have hella fucking pages. Cause one day you punch gang, one day you got WAP shit under your shit. Every fucking place that you go, you got a new person shit in your fucking name. Like you know how somebody y'all try to he called me rooftop. Bitch, I'll be rooftop, but you are pass around. You act like you got gang banged into a gang. You are the Mo 3 sector pass around. Literally, if we talking about internet shit. Because I don't get passed around. I probably know where his barbershop at. Because they my stomping grounds. East Baltimore. That's where I grew up. Yeah, Cam always be trying. I don't know about nothing that y'all got. Ain't nobody asking you to, thug. Man, I was looking for. That was the FB stalker one. I actually had a couple of them, but I'm not gonna make y'all sit through all of these or whatever. Plus, it's getting late, and I know people about to start going live. I just wanted to come on here and just kind of like express a little bit of something because, to be honest with you, like the motherfucker got me looking dumb on this motherfucker. But I know exactly what the fuck I did wrong. I'm really not doing that shit no more. Because yeah, you can't trust a motherfucker. And then a motherfucker be hiding. The motherfucker want to send people. No, bitch, I want you to come and smack me. The same shit you think that the females can do, you come do it. Because my hand's bisexual. Don't keep hiding behind that fucking computer. Because if I gotta come up there, I can't keep making threats. Because I'm definitely about to force you to leave me the fuck alone. And that's your problem. You can't sue nobody for speaking about your mom. Like, this is something that you need to understand and realize. You cannot sue nobody for speaking about your mom after you started fucking with them first. But they can absolutely sue you for cyberbullying, stalking, and harassment. Don't nobody post your business. Don't nobody post your information. Ain't nobody said your motherfucking name. Even Woo gave you the wrong fucking name, whether she thought it was your name or not. But even Woo said somebody else's fucking name when she was talking to you and you was getting the attitude and you doxed your motherfucking own name. You cannot try to force the fucking law to work in your favor. And I'm pretty sure after the fucking tragic incident that happened, you know that. You know that a teardrop is not going to make the law change to work in your fucking favor. It don't work like that. But you posting my shit in videos that I screen recorded, it's past YouTube. It's the fuck what YouTube got to say. Cause this is what you want from me. This is, bitch, if I said fuck your dead family member, you should be at the level of no, fuck your dead family member and leave it there. Bitch, you trying to dox me. Nah, I give you that. You doxing because I struck your shit. That's the only way you even had my information to dox me. Cause I ain't never told you my last name. So it's like, yeah, you got that shit. But understand, me saying stuff in response to you is not me doxing your information, saying addresses and shit. Baby, when I tell you, you go ahead, keep on being a fucking cyberbully, bitch. And that's it. And you, the crazy thing is, this motherfucker here, why is you saying all of that? Who you talking about, your damn brother? This motherfucker has pushed me into a career field. I'm not gonna lie. Not push me into it because I've been thinking about it, but I was thinking more like IT type of thing. But once I got a whiff of this bitch ass nigga, I know for a fact that cybersecurity is the fucking place for me. I promise you. And that's what the fuck it is. You better hope I don't finish my motherfucking classes before you stop doing all this harassment and shit, bitch. Because once I got the tools, oh, it's fucking up and it's stuck. But I already got the address. So, I mean, we're going to do this last one. I'm going to talk about it because y'all kind of got me off track in the comments. I was supposed to be talking about these stories. Not talking about hysterectomy mouth, but I'll give you that. Like, you got it.
happened when I was 19. I'm not the best looking dude, so I've never had much luck with women, and I ended
You know what's crazy? You said how I'm gonna know when somebody is real if I'm just meeting them, cause I can feel it. I'm just put it like that. I feel when I come across real genuine people, I'm at ease. But when I was talking to hysterectomy mouth and porta potty pissy, I've always felt tense and uneasy, and it just felt like I felt like after shit started happening, I felt stupid and I should have listened to my intuition. But I can tell that somebody is real because they just give off that vibe. So yeah, that's how I can tell. But I'm gonna go back to my little story so I can end this. So
it when a blonde woman named Katie messaged me. She was pretty enough that I just dismissed her as a bot. It wasn't until 3 days later that she messaged me again, which was odd because bots almost never message more than once. I clicked on her chat and replied, then looked at her profile. What I saw was pretty generic, but definitely wasn't a bot's profile. We had been talking for like a month when she proposed the idea that I come see her. I was pretty reluctant, as she lived nearly 8 hours from me by car. But I had to admit, I really liked her quite a bit, and I had been thinking about asking if I could come see her for a while now. After a bit more badgering from her, I finally said I would take the drive to go see her. At this point, I had no reason to doubt she was who she said she was. We had video chatted every other week, and called most days. I just assumed I got really lucky. Things did get a little weird on the way there, though. She kept messaging me, asking me where I was, and making sure I was still coming. At some points, when I took more than 30 minutes to respond, she sent me a slew of annoyed texts. Admittedly, I had chalked this all up to her being nervous about me coming to see her. I was pretty nervous too, so I couldn't blame her. I had a hard time finding the house at first. The directions she gave me were pretty confusing, and it was back through a series of gravel and dirt roads, and a large thicket of trees. It was still about midday when I came onto an old-looking house. It was her grandparents' house, and they left it to her in their will. She made decent money as a graphic
y'all asses got that. I'm about to end this hoe because that is not the motherfucking one I wanted y'all to hear.
So on a bit of aftershave, calls a taxi, then grabs a bottle of... The bloke was gonna film himself.
Oh, yeah, I think that's the one. I'm sorry.
My name is Sean, and I'm from East London, and I'm writing this on behalf of a very close friend of mine who wishes to remain anonymous. Earlier this year, something happened to him that he couldn't talk about until fairly recently. And when he sat me down and talked me through it, it was one of the most terrifying things I've ever heard. The trouble is, he doesn't want to go to the police about it. I've tried to talk him into it, that he should do it for the sake of saving other people from going through the same nightmare that he did. But he won't, or rather, he can't. And this puts me in a very difficult position. I can't just let it go. I can't have something like that happen to one of my best friends and just think, oh well, chin up and crack on. Something has to be done about it, and since I haven't got the finances or the physique to suit up and boot up like the friggin' Punisher or something, I've had to settle on a much more creative form of retaliation. Full disclosure, I have my friend's full permission to be writing this and sending it to you, because he agrees if there's one thing we can do, it's at least warn people that the same thing might happen to them. At the beginning of this year, my mate, who we'll just call Dave for the sake of ease, got himself a nice little flat near Tower Hamlets. He's been single for a few years and had himself a few quid to spare, so he starts downloading all those dating apps like Tinder and Bumble and all of that. He sets up all of his profiles and sets about swiping left and right, then ends up matching with a nice girl called Charisse. Now, Dave has heard all the catfishing horror stories, so he's careful. He doesn't just run out to meet up with his match. He talks to her back and forth for about a week. They move to WhatsApp. They swap pictures and voice notes. Basically, Dave does everything except ask for a scan of her passport and decides that the girl is 100% real. He asks her out. She says yes. They arrange a date and time, and even though he was nervous about getting stood up, Charisse shows up no problem, and they have a nice little evening together. At the end of the night, Dave gets a kiss on the cheek before he sees her into her cab, and then an hour or so later, they swap texts about what a great time they had and how they should do it again sometime. Dave goes to bed thinking that he'd bagged a winner in old Charisse, but he also knew that he'd probably have to wait a week or two before being able to see her again. So, imagine his surprise when Charisse texts him the very next day, asking if he's free for a drink that evening. It's a Sunday, so he's got work the next day, but as long as he doesn't overdo it, he might head off to work the next morning with a bit of a spring in his step, if you know what I mean. Dave asks Charisse where she wants to meet, then suggests a few bars or restaurants, but no. Charisse doesn't want to meet at some trendy wine bar. She wants him to come round to her flat. Now Dave knows he's in the money, so he slaps on a bit of aftershave, calls a taxi, then grabs a bottle of wine on the round. He said it was more of the same for a while. Nice bit of music, nice bit of chat, and they finish off the first bottle of wine quite quickly. Dave knows that he should be heading off, and he knows that he shouldn't really be drinking anymore either. But when Charisse asks if he wants to crack open a second bottle before he calls a taxi, he says, why not? So off goes Charisse into the kitchen, and comes out saying not to be excited because it's only 6 quid from the off license around the corner.
I'm gonna pause that right quick. She went into the kitchen and brought him a drink. Y'all need to make sure y'all pay attention to who making y'all drinks. Tell him to pour that shit in front of you. Don't ever let nobody bring you no drink already made up. And y'all should already fucking know that. This shit right here is sickening to me.
Dave doesn't care though. He's got other stuff on his mind. So he accepts the glass. They toast to whatever they toasted to. And then that's the last thing Dave really remembers until he woke up. The next thing he remembers, he's waking up on the same couch that he was drinking on God knows how long before. The only thing is, he can't move, and he can't speak. He can't move because someone's tied his arms and legs, but the reason he can't speak is because he's still under the effects of whatever Charisse, if that even was her real name, slipped into his drink. He said he was trying to say something, but all that would come out were those nonsensical groans. There was no one else in the room with him, and he knows that he's been mugged, so the only thing he can think of is to start shouting for help. A sec.
You do know that they got, okay, so now they got artificial intelligence, that's AI, but before they had that, the damn machines and robots and shit, all of that shit came from like the studio, like You can change. You can make these type of voices could just be some type of um sound effect, like, so it don't necessarily gotta be a specific person. Like multiple people can have this same type of auto tune. That's what I was looking for.
And later, the door bursts open, and at first Dave thinks, hallelujah, someone's come to rescue me. But when he sees the balaclava on the guy's head, he knows that he's still in a shed load of trouble. The guy in the mask, who also got a pair of gloves on, covers Dave's mouth with his hand, then tells him to stop making noises or he's dead. As he says that, he brings this massive knife into view. Not quite machete size, but still freaking massive and scary, so Dave does as he's told and just shuts up. His biggest fear was that the bloke was gonna film himself cutting his head off or something. So when the masked man started asking for the code to Dave's phone, he says it was almost a relief. Only trouble was, he was still so woozy that he couldn't get all 6 numbers out without slurring his words. The bloke starts slapping him, open-palmed, and over again round the face, shouting something like, "Tell me your pin. Tell me your effing pin code now." Dave's trying, but he still can't do it, especially not with this guy smacking him around the gills. But he can't tell him that, so the guy thinks that he's just messing with him and trying to keep his mouth shut. He suddenly stops hitting
All
him,
of this from
walks out of the
online
room,
dating.
then walks back in with one of those electric stun guns. He told Dave, "Well, this will wake you up a bit," and then started shocking him. And the worst thing is, he was right. I suppose the pain is a great motivator like that, and after a few shocks, Dave was able to give the guy his PIN code. He had to do the same thing for his banking app, and he said that he felt sick knowing that he was about to get rinsed of all his savings. But when the masked man tried to transfer all of his savings, he kept getting error message saying it wasn't possible. The most he could transfer was something like $1,000, and then he started getting messages saying that he had to call the fraud department. Dave said that he was hoping the bloke would just take the money and run, so to speak, but he rang the fraud line at God knows what time and made Dave take them through the steps of unlocking all of his funds.
All of this is
He lost
fucking
tens of
from, I
thousands
can
of
stop it
pounds,
now, but
thinking
all
that
of
he was
this
never
is
going to see.
from the dangers of the internet. So I think that's really where I'm at right now, is because when I was younger, I used to be scared about all of this shit, scared of doing any of that shit. So I don't know, maybe when I got a couple ages older, I got balls or whatever, and yeah, fuck myself over. But this is just a prequel of what I got planning and brewing called Hatfish. Everybody know what catfish is, and I'm like this the same way the motherfucker is trying to drag out my information. I'm about to drag too, but I'm going to drag on your character. I'm going to drag on who you possibly are psychologically, and I'm going to make sure everybody know about the type of motherfucker you are and the type of motherfuckers that need to be avoided in the future. So you got away with telling Rose that you was going to shit in his daughter mouth, because I know that you're here. I know for a fact that you're here recording my shit. You got away with saying what the fuck you said then, but bitch, it's time that you shut the fuck up. Because you doing too much. And you're not going to keep using your fucking mama as an excuse, bitch. When in all actuality, you mad because I'm not giving you what the fuck you thought that you was going to get, bitch. I sold you the same motherfucking shit that you thought you was selling me. Nothing. Fuck out of here. Yeah, we going to get up out of here. Yes. I thank everybody for stopping by, everybody that hit the like, anybody that subscribed this live, but I already been on here a little bit too long and I got to go.